Hey there, pizza dogs. First off, I want to quickly apologize for the slight delay in getting this episode out. Life's been keeping me quite busy lately. Lots of exciting things are happening, but I'm glad to be back here in our beginner-friendly city series, Vanilla Vista. In today's episode, we've got a lot on our plate. We're rolling up our sleeves and diving deep into the nitty-gritty of city management. It's all about striking the perfect balance in our city's RCI meter. We'll be tidying up the map, making sure everything is in harmony. The bread and butter of this episode is our magnificent public train transit hub. We'll be diving deep into the design, the details, and the functionality of this hub. It's where our citizens will come together to embark their daily journeys. We're also casting our nets and diving into the world of industry with the creation of a brand new fishing area. Fresh fish for everyone. Whether you're here for the urban planning, the industry action, or the sheer joy of watching a city come to life, this episode has something for everyone. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell if you haven't already. Your support keeps this city growing. Let's dive right into the action and get this city buzzing. Welcome to episode 7 of Vanilla Vista. All right, so here's where we left off on the last episode. I wanted to kind of show case where we're at. We have our downtown starting to come together nicely. We have suburbia, we have a lot of industry. I think this episode is going to be a mixed bag of things. A lot of just kind of small little tweaks, little additions. I don't know if we'll get into any major overhauls. I think we're also going to take a quick pause on downtown to kind of address maybe some of our RCI meter and services. I think there's maybe a few other little things we'll build out and kind of extend further. So yeah, let's dive right in. I think the first thing I wanted to do is quickly just check and see how our various services are doing. So electricity, not too bad right now. We're looking pretty good. Water is getting kind of low. So I'm thinking what we want to do is add some more water. Let's go ahead and just quickly get some new pumps in. So we'll add that. So that's going to give us more output for clean water. And then now we just need to maybe add another sewer water. Great. Okay, cool. And then let's go back to look at our meters. So again, power is going down a little bit, but still pretty solid. Water's looking better. Trash is processing well. Schools. Okay, our schools are looking a little light for this area and this area. So I'm thinking what we could possibly do is, let me pull that up actually one more time. Okay. So our school district right here, what is that? A high capacity elementary. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, elementary. Okay. So we have our elementary here, which is kind of servicing this whole area. So maybe what we could do is pull in a little school district right here to kind of service this. So then that way these people all get over here and here. Yeah, let's do that. I also actually kind of want to also to alleviate some of this traffic here. What I think I'm gonna do first is build a little overpass to connect to this roundabout. And then from there, we'll build a little school district. So let's first just kind of get a quick little overpass going over here. So I think, let's do it like this one, a little fancier one. I think this is from the, creator content pack, from the Bridges and Piers content creator pack. Yeah, and then and maybe actually eventually when this gets upgraded, we can make this also a collector avenue like that. But for now, we'll just leave that a 2-lane for going down. Okay, so from there, we'll take this down to, let's see, how far is this? 21. So we'll go out to, let's go out 12, that's fine. That all connected here. And then let's bring out another here. And actually, you know what? This is getting a little backed up. So let's kind of do the same thing we did here to make this a little bit more efficient. Let's kind of watch this for a second. Yeah, let's change this out here real fast. Okay. That'll give us some dedicated turning lanes. Connections there. I think then this one needs to be 3 is what this needs to be though. So that we have, yeah, okay, cool. So there's that, and then now let's kind of do the same thing on this side. Perfect. And okay, so now that we have that, let's just quickly watch this for a second and make sure our lane math and junctions are all good. Cool. I kind of also, this is getting pretty backed up, so I almost want to actually go and make this a one-way out. And this will be a one-way in. Kind of cut some of that down. Also thinking we have parking lots here, so let's also kind of make this, kind of cut down some of the parking there. Same with this. Let's actually make that a little avenue. Oh, let's fix the trees. Yeah, what tree do we use for those? Let's see. Let's watch this for a second. See how this is flowing. See if this is gonna do what we want. Could do like a little one-way each direction here. Like do one-way in here. Let's see how this goes. And then one-way out. Let's watch this for a second and see how that helps. Whoa, this is weird. Why are people... We don't want people doing that. That's not good. So that's flowing well. This is maybe still getting a little backed up. Let's watch this again. I mean, it's heavy use. It's flowing over. It's flowing pretty well, but it's still just heavy usage. That's okay. I think we're fine with that. Okay, so another school. So let's build this out over here. I'm thinking what we do is kind of bring this out. We'll kind of bulldoze that building, bring this out, and then let's put the school to a high capacity school. Or let's look at our options actually. Let's see. This one holds 300, 300. 800. Maybe we'll do is just 2 of these next to each other. That's going to give us a lot of capacity for a school here. We should probably just put a high school there too. Yeah, just to round it out. Yeah, that's going to put low availability as well. A high school right there. That will be nice. Let's put some parking down. And then if we can fit, let's see here. Let's see if we can do this. Fantastic. Okay, and water, of course. Oh, speaking of paths, I think we broke this one path that was over here. That's right. Just bring that all the way down. We'll do a few of these little walking paths like this. Oh, and then let's do that over here. I don't love that, but eventually this will all be connected, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll just fix it later. Okay, so back to this. We have electricity. Water's looking good. How's our schools? Looking much... still not much better, but it's definitely better. That gives us some working... Yeah, nice. The schools, that'll help alleviate some of the pressure around there. Okay. And then maybe we can do also is just throw in a few... Actually, I think what I'm going to do is just do this all around the map right now. Is I'm going to go around and just find little pockets that we may miss. For example, this is a lot of density for housing, but we really don't have much shopping. So let's kind of place in maybe some right there. So maybe we can do is just have like a little area for some commercial. Same with over here. We could do like a little office area kind of by the schools. Maybe that could be like administration building or whatever you could call it, you know, something like that. What I want to do is kind of help. We're really low on our residential, so I want to kind of balance this out a little bit better. So let's go ahead and just kind of place in a few pockets of buildings, just different areas around the map that we kind of see, you know, like maybe in here. And actually, one thing I wanted to do while I was here too, as well, is just extend out this financial district that we have. Let's include all of this. Okay, and then what else? Okay, so like here again, very high area of residential. So why don't we go ahead and maybe cut out this little block. I was also thinking we might want to do the same thing over here. So like, and then what we can do also is make this generic industry to match. So for example, I'll show you here. First, you're going to put down your industry, these different little pockets. And then from there, what we can do is then color this in the district. And then we can apply the just generic like or industry for this area for those buildings that pop in, so like it matches the theme. And we'll do the same here with the oil and with the farming. Okay, yeah, so that brought down our office and industrial quite a bit, just to plop those in there. But I think again, for commercial, we'll do the same thing. We'll just kind of want to plop in, find these little pockets. I'm trying to do different shapes and stuff so we can kind of get different types of buildings in there. Not just the same old thing over and over. Okay. I'm just kind of looking for where there's, you know, like too much of one color is a good way to put it. So like this has a lot of green. Why don't we just plop down some blue around here? Give them something to do. Give our little sim some purpose. So then let's also just do what I was mentioned before, put some more industrial area. Maybe we can do is also just build out a little, oh nice, and we hit capital city. So that gives us a new area to unlock, which we'll use at some point, maybe this episode or the next, and just a few various other unlocks. Cool, okay, so let's now do our little industry area here. I think what I'm gonna do is just extend this out. Now do a little pocket of industry around here, kind of on the outside of this. We got a new little school district here. Just gonna check our vitals. Power's a little close. We're making good money. Water is kind of teetering. Trash. Yeah, trash is a little bit hectic over here. Maybe we do need to just add another trash right in here. Also, this area is not too bad right now, but I think eventually we're gonna have to change this style. This is a very inefficient built-in intersection that we placed. You'll see kind of just, it gets bottlenecked pretty fast. I think one thing also I was kind of imagining is we kind of like use our imagination here that this was already pre-built, but I kind of think it'd be kind of cool to have a connection over the water here to kind of connect with here. Ideally, I don't think we're gonna like unlock a lot of these tiles, but in a perfect world, we'd unlock tiles that connect us to the highway over here, so we could probably have another huge highway connection. But I think for now, we're just gonna kind of assume that maybe like there was a connection here built. So we're gonna attempt this. I'll see how this goes. We'll see if we can kind of terraform this what we want. So, okay. My thinking here is we kind of first find the level of grading here that we'll do. We're gonna level this off kind of like right towards the edge. And then we're gonna do the same on this side to get it even. Okay, and then if we imagine basically there's a connection right here across, we kind of think what we'll do is we'll kind of bring up the land in the middle, kind of go across. Hopefully this doesn't disturb our lake too much. Can do is we'll smooth this out eventually, but so imagine that this is in here in the middle, and then now what we can do is bring in, should it be a 2-lane avenue? Kind of debating if I want to be a 4-lane or 2-lane. How big is the 4? Yeah, it's not terrible, and we'll smooth that out, of course. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So then what we can do is kind of do this little kind of overpass, and we want to use one of the content creator pack ones. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, there's something any nicer like that. Yeah, not bad. Might change. What other options we have for bridges? We get these ones. Okay. Let's go back to our terraforming here, and then let's lower some of this down so we can get some more water into that like middle area. We'll let that settle here, and then now let's also then smooth this out a bit. Actually, you know what we can do is put maybe a little key wall in there. Oh gosh, some of our citizens, rest in peace there. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's see if we can get the little key wall in here. And this will turn green eventually again once the water kind of stops hitting it. Okay, something like that would be kind of cool. Maybe cut out some of these. So we can imagine that this was kind of there all along. Obviously, it would be kind of crazy to actually build it like that in real life out of nowhere. My thing is just to kind of alleviate some of these different areas. I don't want to make this too busy though, so hopefully we'll see how this gets going. Let's look and see what other, you know what actually we could potentially do is put a whole fishing area in here. Let's look. We do have lots of anchovies. We could possibly put down like a little fishing harbor and a fishing market. That's something we haven't really done. Yeah, ooh, it may not fit. Yeah, maybe we can't do that. Well, unless it fits right off the edge here. This can also give us a little extra area to put down a little pumping station next to the fishing area. Okay. And then with our, now that we have fishing, we can also throw down a little, how do you unlock this other stuff? Oh, needing some fish, okay. A little fish market, maybe we could do a little fish market right here. Kind of interesting. Do a little fish factory. Maybe that could be over on this side of the harbor. Yeah, maybe we could bring out a little road for that, like a little industrial road. We also do like another little sewage over here. To kind of, since we built the other pumping station, let's might as well just have a little sewage. This still needs to be powered. Maybe we don't put this here. It feels a little out of place, so I feel like that's a little bit nicer. Okay, so we have that, and then maybe we could do, since we have the fishing on that side, we could also add another little fishing harbor over here. Well, that's a fun fact too, by the way. You can build your fishing routes outside of the areas that you own. So we don't own this tile here, and we can still build the fishing, which is kind of a cool little thing. I don't know if that works for any other services, but I know it's a cool little feature for this service, or for the fishing one. So, all right, now let's see if we can just kind of wind a road back into here. So now we have some like cool little fishing area going on, and this is starting to look nice. We'll detail this up here. Let's go ahead and just detail this whole thing. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. I also went ahead and just kind of put another fishing harbor in here just because this fish factory doesn't seem to be getting enough fish. So I kind of want to see if we can supply it some more fish here. So we'll see how that goes. Cool. So that should be kind of cool. This gives us a little more character over here around our lake and river. So let's just see. You know, actually, can you terraform outside of? No, you can't. Okay. Not sure if we could terraform outside of what we owned. Nice. That looks good. Oh, you know what? Let's do just little spots over here that we missed as well. So it's not really, I don't know, we're not getting enough fish coming through. We'll see if that just gets better over time. We might unlock, I wonder if once we unlock some of these other specific types of fishing harbors, that might also help. So we'll look and see as we kind of get through that. Cool. Okay, so one thing I was also thinking is we have a lot more of like generic industry over here. We kind of have this connection here. Maybe it would make sense to put in a little cargo train station right around here on this side. And I also kind of want to clean this up a little bit. This feels a little tight still. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and just kind of cut out a little bit of this. We're gonna need just a little bit more room. And then just kind of like what we did over here, we'll grab this little guy and bring it so it's somewhat parallel to this. I still don't like love this area, but I think that'll be fine for now. Nice. Then I have a little train station here for cargo to be exported or imported. It'll save the trip again from getting cars all the way over here. Just something to kind of split up some of this traffic. I think, let's see, look, we're at 88%. We're looking really good on traffic. I mean, this is still busy, but flowing. So that's all that really matters. As long as we don't have like any huge actual like backups or bottlenecks, that's the key here. Busy is fine, but bottlenecks are bad. I think we just let this run for a second. Let's just kind of let this run, see how our stuff balances out as things start to get populated. We're making good money. We're getting people moved in. I feel like this is a lot of the late game in City Skylines 1 is just kind of checking up, constantly checking your different tabs of like what you need and keeping that balance as close as you can. I think we're also getting to the point where our public transportation is highly needed. I think we need to build a metro station at some point to get people across town. I'm debating if I want to try to do that this episode or maybe the next one. I don't want it to be too much. But yeah, I think it's time we build in. We have let's see, where is it? Maybe we'll build just one or two stops, but we have the connection here that was built into this asset that we can use. Oh, looks like we forgot water over there. That I was thinking about would make probably the most sense to kind of connect there. That's going this way. So maybe what we could do is it probably makes sense eventually when this is all built out to have like a loop this way and maybe a loop that connects all the way over here. That'd be interesting. There's also the possibility of playing around with, we have a lot of space here. Let's look at our tiles again. We have the ability to buy one tile. We could buy this tile and kind of build out like both commuter train and just some generic, like bring this road over here, connect over here. I wouldn't mind building another intersection over here. Let's do it. Let's just buy it. YOLO, right? Okay, cool. So now that we have this, let's extend this road out. And then we could do is like a little overpass connect up with here. Although this grid is slightly off. I wouldn't mind deleting this. Is this on the same grid? Let's use this as our basis of the grid. Bring this down. Make a connection here. That's okay if those don't work. Let's make this our new, not new, but our working grid here. Perfect. I don't love that, but it'll be fine for now. And again, that's okay if that's a bad connection. What we can do is this, and then my thinking is that we could, I don't know what the terrain's looking like here. I'm gonna see. Yeah, it might need to be pushed out a little bit. Is we could build potentially like a little train station or something here. Let's look at what our options are for different hubs. Here's some of the different train station options we have. Let's see here. Okay, so I like that one a lot. That one kind of gives a cool modern building vibe and stuff. Let's kind of see what other ones we have as well. Kind of a cool Japanese one. I say we go for this, what was that one? This one over here. Okay, so we need to bring a road out. Let's see what this looks like to get this connected. Okay, welcome back. So I skipped ahead a little bit there, and I just want to show you. So this took way longer than I would like to admit. I'm going to temporarily put this down just to get this power. This was quite the hassle. This building at an angle is not fun to try to line up if you want to be line up with something. So yeah, that took a bit of finagling. But I'm pretty happy with the result. So basically we kind of bring this road up on a hill. This might need to be a little bit higher, but then I have this nice kind of content creator bridge that kind of comes down across, and then it connects up with our now, we have a nice little train station over here to connect to the trains as well. So yeah, quite a bit of finagling, but obviously we're going to build out some other stuff around here. I have a few ideas for maybe some tourism and stuff. And of course, I'm going to, here in a second, I'll go in and actually detail all this, kind of clean it all up. But I kind of at least want to show you where it's at. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think we'll also kind of have a little metro station eventually over here. But I wanted to show you one of the last few things of this episode of, what I did with here. Again, this content pack is definitely not the most fun to play with. It looks amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a little bit hard to get correct. So I'm happy with this. This is now back on this whole grid, and I think this area will be really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of detail this out, and then we'll kind of cut back and check on where everything's at from there. There we have it. I'm very excited for how this city is shaping up and everything we are doing with it. I have some really cool ideas for the next episode around our new transit hub for some custom tourism. Also, as many of you already probably know, Cities 2 is out next week on PC. I'm so excited for this launch. There's going to be so much content we can do, so many exciting things we can build. I'm over the moon for it. So expect some more content for that, as well as us continuing this series. I don't plan on leaving the city behind just yet till we really hit the late game. So I'm going to continue to do both Cities 1 and Cities 2 content when that comes out. As always, I want to extend a sincere thank you to all of you. Your support means the world to me. Keeps me inspired and motivated to keep building, experimenting, and creating. Be sure to stay connected with me on social media for behind the scenes peeks, and feel free to share your own city building tips. If you enjoyed this episode and are as excited about city building as I am, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. Until next time, keep those creative ideas flowing, and remember, every city starts with a single road. Thanks for being part of the journey, and I'll catch you on the next episode.